let's start the applause at the back of the room if I can. Thank you very much, my friends. Beautiful. Bring it all the way around the sides, up in the middle. Welcome your first act to the second section. It's a fantastic Julie Jepson.
Oh, thank you very much. Lovely to be here. Give it up for Zoe Lyons, everybody. Fantastic to have Zoe back. Brilliant. Oh, I love doing this gig. I live in Brighton. I've been here 12 years now. 12 years, I know, 12 years. Not through choice, part of the lesbian certificate. So, yes. I've got 8 years left, and then I'm allowed to go to Hebden Bridge to die. So that would be nice. Back up north, I should be looking forward to that. I've made an effort this evening. I've had a shave, and wish that was a joke, but didn't trim everywhere. I know that's too much information. I do apologise. I always have a Dalai Lama. When it comes to the bikini line, I never know whether I want to have hair or rash. Couldn't decide, so I went for half and half. So this evening I'm dressing to the left, which is... I wanted to make a change from my holiday where I was dressing to the right, you see. I just had a lovely holiday in Cornwall, overlooking the beach. Yes! It was gorgeous. You get down that way. We had a lovely holiday, overlooking the beach in Cornwall in a beautiful apartment. But it was quite tiring because there was a sign on the back of the door that said, "Please leave this apartment as you would wish to find it." I spent the entire week decorating. It needed it. I did the bathroom. I turned it into a wet room, double jets. Looked fantastic. Brilliant. Yeah. Nice. Sorted out the kitchen. Nice Victorian tiles in the kitchen. Lovely. That looked great. Just got the decking finished. Time to come home. I was glad I'd taken my tool belt, but still, it's... 5 stars now, can't afford to rent it. Celebrating my second wedding anniversary this year. Second wedding anniversary, thank you very much. Thank you. Cotton is the theme for second year. Don't know if you know this, cotton. I was really struggling with what to get Jo. My friend said, buy her some knickers. I was like, no, it's too cheap, isn't it? I'm not going to get her knickers. My other friend said, buy her some bunting. Some cotton bunting, because everyone loves bunting, don't they? But my other pal said, why don't you combine the two? Get her some bunting made from knickers. I think they call it cunting, but I'm not sure that... I wasn't sure it was suitable, but she loved it, so yes. But before we got married, I said to my mum, "Mum, who pays for a lesbian wedding?" And she said, "Nobody." She's great, my mum. She's just turned 75. She texted me the other day and she said, Julie, what does WTF stand for? She's seen it everywhere. I told her it stands for, wow, that's fantastic. That's all right, isn't it? It's all right. It's harmless, isn't it? It's harmless. She's really embraced it. I texted her earlier, Mum, I'm really excited. I've got a gig at Bent Double tonight. She texted back, WTF. Will you be dressing to the left or the right? Send. Twice. We had to have an interview before we got married, and we had to go to Brighton Town Hall, and me and Jo had to go in separately, and this lady said to me, right at the end, she said, this is the last question I've got to ask you, and I've got to ask you this. Are you and your partner knowingly or unknowingly related? I wasn't sure there was a correct answer to that question. I said, if we're unknowingly related, how do I know? And how far back are we going? Are we going like 1,000 years? Because if we go back 1,000 years, then we probably are, yeah. We probably all are, aren't we? If we go back 1,000 years. I know for a fact both our grandparents went to Denmark. That's quite heady, isn't it? Headier than Brighton. I love living in Brighton. Do you? It's great, isn't it? Brilliant. My favourite thing is swimming in the sea. Have you got any sea swimmers in? It's gorgeous at the minute, isn't it? Lovely and warm. Oh, you should get in. If you haven't been in the sea, you've got to get in this week. Temperature's lovely. It's great. Gets rid of your hangover. Fantastic. You feel invigorated for days, don't you? And you get to see whales and dolphins. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Not whales and dolphins. Worthing and Lancing. I prefer swimming in the sea to the pool. I was in the one in Hove, the Prince Regent, recently, and I was in the adult-only female changing room, and a woman came in with 2 kids, took one look at me and went, "Oh, there's a man in here." Rude. I was like, well, she was obviously talking about me because there wasn't anyone else in there, and I just looked at her and said, "No, I'm not a man anymore." Although my penis was hanging out, so I can understand why she was confused, but still. So, I love the gay services we've got in Brighton as well. We've got gay estate agents in Brighton. Did you know that? It's brilliant. You can sell your house in Brighton. You don't even have to touch a straight person. It's fantastic. Right. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's great, isn't it? You don't have to look at one, do you? It's fantastic. And when you're boxed up and you're ready to move, you just call lesbian removals, don't you? And then they just come round. They sort you out. I love lesbian removals. I've never seen an advert like that before. When I first saw it in Friday ad, I rang them up and I said, "How many can you get rid of in one go?" Oh. We all know a few, don't we, that wouldn't mind slamming the back of a van and sending to Lewis. Isn't it funny, though, how intrigued people still are to want to know what we get up to in bed? Isn't it funny? I had this gig recently in Seaford. I know. I know, beyond New Haven. Can you imagine? There I was, in Seaford. This bloke said to me after the gig, he said, "Do you and your partner use toys?" I was like, I nearly choked on my fish fingers. I said, "You and your partner, do you use toys?" I said, "Well, I've got my Etch-a-Sketch, which I've had since I was 12, before you judge me," which is good, actually. It turns out it's really good practice, years and years of doing this. It's brilliant, because if it goes wrong, you just go like that. Oh, turned 47 this summer as well, turned 47. I'm fine with being 47 until I put my hands into a Dyson Airblade hand dryer. Have you done that? Don't do that. It's upsetting, isn't it? Don't do it. I've done it for you. You don't need to do it. Don't do it. I put my hands into a Dyson Airblade hand dryer, created enough excess skin to make myself a pair of gloves. It didn't stop. It was going over my wrist. It went up my arm here. It went up my elbow, over my upper arm, over my shoulder, and into the cup. And I've gone up 2 inches in the cup. I don't need to go up 2 inches in the cup because I already have to buy my bras in Bravissimo. Have you been in Bravissimo in Brighton? It's brilliant in there, isn't it? I went in recently to return a bikini because when it came, it was bright orange. And I was like, "You're going to have to take that back. I don't want to wear that on the beach. I want to blend in. I don't want to stand out." I said, "Have you got anything in Pebble?" She said, "You'll have to come in the cubicle. We don't do swaps." I said, "Well, you're going to have to change this because the air ambulance kept trying to land on me in Cornwall, so I need something else." She said, "Well, what size are you?" I was like, "I don't know, after the Dyson Airblade hand dryer. I'm not sure." She said, "Well, come in, we'll have a fit in." And they don't do it by tape measure in Bravissimo. They measure you by hand. I was like, what a bargain. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. She said, do you mind if Stephanie comes in? Stephanie's training. I said, bring them all in. Just get them all in here. They might all have different opinions, mightn't they? So, you know. It's the only way to learn, isn't it? Hands-on training. So. In fact, I picked up an application form for a Saturday job on the way out. I thought that's a job that I can actually do that job and excel in it. So I'm going to go off and fill out my application form now. You've been great, audience. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you another time. I'm Julie Jepson. See you again. Cheers.
Julie Jepson, ladies and gentlemen. Housekeeping. I was going to say keep that applause going, but it's